Hi, everybody.
Hey, everyone. Welcome to Tarot for Today, Divine Dabblings with
Oberon.
and me, Banshee. How is everybody doing tonight? I hope it's going well. Our microphone is on, I hope. Just checking. So many crazy problems lately. Hi, Gina. Hi, everybody.
I guess the cats have been missed for a while. Hello there, Sunman.
Mary Grace is here, just catching up with the list.
Hello,
And
Sunman.
I think I've got everybody. All right. Well, it's been a week. Our card of the day, almost every day on Twitter and Facebook, has not been very happy. It's just one of those weeks, people. Thank goodness it's almost coming to an end. Let's see here. Today, for the collective, I have Ted Andrews' Animal Speaks Runes. That's from 2009 or 2007, I believe. I think it's 2009. I'm going to pull a rune for everybody today. Uh-oh. Well, maybe it's good. I don't know. But it is the Vulture reversed. So let's see what the Vulture has for everybody. The Vulture is basically about cleansing, but let's see what it is when it's reversed. Vultures remind us that change is inevitable. It's time to cleanse the past by tearing down the old so that the new can be born. When reversed, Vulture always indicates that a cleansing change is already in motion. Trying to stop it or redirect it at this point will result in chaos. It must play itself out. Are you hanging on to what no longer is beneficial? If so, you are likely feeling as if you are stuck in limbo. You can move the process of change along, though. Take a break from your normal efforts and clean out a closet or some part of your home that has not been touched in a while. This act of sympathetic magic will help. As you clean up one aspect of your life, it will impact others and stimulate the process of change, accelerating it for you and helping to move you out of limbo. It will help break down your resistance to change. Why is everything changing all the time? Because life is about change. So, we might as well get used to it. And, the more you roll with it, the easier it gets. So how's everybody doing? The chat seems kind of quiet all of a sudden. Hope everybody's well.
Well, we started off and we thought we had pretty much resolved some of our frame dropping issues. So we thought we would bump up our resolution, streaming speed or scale, but we were having problems. We noticed that immediately. So before we actually started the live stream, we had to readjust that again. But we think it's dropping back to a normal rate, so it looks really good, actually.
All right. Well, I hope everybody's doing all right. I'm going to read the list as I have it.
Hi, Angel.
Oh, Angel Rivera?
Hi, Libra. Hi, Mary Grace.
Are you talking about Angel Mary or
Angel Rivera?
You know what? My thing didn't go down. Sorry about that. So the last person I had was Mary Grace. Let me see who else. Angel Rivera and Rebecca T.
Thanks, Gina.
Hit the like button. Thank you so much. So let's see. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 names on the list. Go over the list in a minute. Mr. O, why don't you say what cards you have?
Okay.
And then we'll make a couple of announcements after we say what cards we have.
Well, I brought back the Ancestral Tarot, and that's the Tower from that deck.
Ooh.
And then I also have the Nefertari Golden Tarot, and that's the Emperor from that
Sunny
deck.
likes that one. I saw him
he
headbutt
does.
that.
And then, of course, another one I'm
Sunny
bringing back
approved.
that I haven't had in a while is the Navigator of the Tarot of the Mystic Sea. It's kind of ceremonial, and that's the King of Cups. Yes, Sonny, we like that, don't we? You're my king of cups. Yes, you are.
All right, you set?
Yes.
Well, let's see here. I've got the Judgment card for the Totem Animal Tarot by Amber Weatherstone, illustrated by Eugene Smith. And then I have the recently purchased Tarot Gilded Tarot Royale by Cyril Marchetti. And that's Judgment too. How did that happen? If it's on this deck too, I'm going to wonder. No. It's the Five of Cups. And then I have the Dark Woods Tarot, recently purchased by Sasha Fenton. And the artist is Abigail Larson is the artist for that deck. And finally, the Cyril Marchetti Gilded, expanded Gilded Lenormand. And that's it for me. So, any announcements, Mr. O?
The fur is flying here. No matter how much we brush them, and we brush them a lot.
Oh my goodness, I just brushed her and it was crazy.
All over, and it's tickling my nose and stuff. So
no. Sassy and Sunny are here, and yeah, I see his hair flying. So the announcement, one big one is we're almost here a year. August is our anniversary. So we are planning some special things. It's just been a really crazy topsy-turvy time right now. So Mr. O, of course, being retired, had a lot of paperwork and stuff to fill out. I've been having my own stuff to do. So it's kind of been really busy. But we are trying to fit in something exciting for our anniversary week, and there may even be an extra stream of sorts. We'll see.
First I'm hearing of it. Oh, great. I thought when I retired I got to do less work.
So, I think this will be more enjoyable, Mr. O. Trust me.
Pinky promise?
Pinky promise.
All righty. Everyone saw that.
So,
thank you, Irish. You must mean this guy here, the Sun Man.
Yeah. You all can have a reading. Yes, you can. I see the questions. I put your names on a list, so I'll be reading that list in just a moment. I also hope everybody is tuned into our special broadcasts, our monthly modality messages, and our My Material Matters show on Sunday mornings, and Mr. O's Emotional Exchanges, one will be coming out tomorrow. And rumor has it, he might be premiering it and show up in the chat.
Yes, I noticed that it's actually going to come out on Fridays from now on because it's actually dated for Friday.
Yeah.
But I noticed how when you premiere with yours, you get a lot more views, so I'm jealous, and I don't want you with your Material Matters.
You're talking about me? I'm like, who's he talking to?
To get more views than I'm getting with mine. So come on, everybody. Come to my premiere tomorrow. It should be right around 9 o'clock. I'll send out a reminder just before that. And may the best tarot reader win.
I did not know this was like a competition.
It is. Because we're a team, right?
We're a team. We're a team. All right. So this is the list as we have it today. We have Libra Cusp, I believe, came in first. Yes, you did. And then K-Dash, Irish Capricorn, Merwin, Gina, Mary Grace, Angel Rivera, Rebecca. And I think I got everybody as I scroll carefully again. Yes, I did.
Well, let's get going.
Oh, Estelle. Estelle, you are after Merwin. Right. So you are between...
Get this right.
Merwin and Gina. Oh, I've got it.
Okay.
And so we've got Estelle. Okay. So Libra Cusp, you are first.
Okay, what deck should we use?
Well, I don't know. Did you get a question already? Because I don't. Oh, there it is.
How about the Navigator?
Okay.
Because it's kind of mystical.
Am I going to argue, Mr. O?
Try.
So sadly, our numbers in our state went up again. But it pales compared to what's going on in other parts of the country right now. So my heart goes out to the other areas. We are holding our own, but they just keep increasing. So we're a little concerned here as well.
You know, I'm sure I saw you sleeping around the house for hours, Mr. Sunman, and you really need to sleep here on camera for us?
Massachusetts, okay. Yeah, I just, Angel, and I just don't know. You know, this is just not boding well. I heard the figures today were that we have gone up an extra 1 million cases countrywide in 15 days.
Yeah.
That's just, I don't even know what to say. I just wish something will turn this around. Let's do this first, and I'm going to talk about something else in a minute.
So we have 3 cards, Libra. We have the 9 of Wands, and that's upright.
Okay.
And then we have the 2 of Pentacles reversed.
Okay.
He makes it so easy. And then we have art.
Which is what, Mr. O?
I'm not sure. I think it's temperance. Tell me what you think.
You have the booklet, right?
No, I don't. Oh, dear.
Was it reversed?
It was reversed.
It does look a little bit like it with temperance, but I can't say for certain.
I believe it is. Oh, dear. The tragedy of using this. I could probably get that book quickly if you want to give me a moment.
Oh, okay. I do have an announcement, I think. What was it now? Shoot. Suddenly Banshee's stuck trying to improvise. Well, basically, I think that would beyond what we're doing now. Sky's the limit. Want to let everybody know we have a lot of our business paperwork has finally come through. We've got our business ID. We are good to go. We are just trying to get some of the other finer points together so we can offer readings to everybody. Oh, I was going to make a point about COVID, too. I do remember that. Now, what was the point? Oh, you know what it was? Is basically, I think me and Mr. O are going to be reviewing our COVID videos for the year and see what's come out, what is not, what maybe more we can ask. We might actually review them and do just a refresh video on the whole COVID crisis, you know, to just take a look at what we had predicted and how close to reality those predictions were. And, you know, maybe throw a couple cards to see where we're going from here. Hopefully, you know, we'll see some signs of some brightening. And he said he could get that quickly. I'm counting on him. And sorry about that. You know, some decks, it would be nice if they at least put, you know, the numbers on the major arcana. So if they have a different name for them and they look radically different, you can figure out what they are. That's kind of my beef with some of the decks because they don't make it easy sometimes. And if you're a deck collector like we are and you haven't used a deck in a while, it's easy to forget. But I tried to keep it simple tonight with some of my decks. I think they're fairly clear and cut and dry. So the Dark Woods Tarot is a really interesting deck I'm finding. I like the interpretations in the book a lot. And also, that reminds me, people, we are going to be doing more videos soon where either we'll be reviewing some products or we'll be taking clusters of our like tools together and showing videos about that. And so stay tuned. I hear footsteps, so I believe he's on his way back. Maybe not. Sorry about that, guys. So how's everybody doing? Is it back to school in your states? What about Kentucky there, Angel? Are they back to school, the grade schools, high schools? Where is Mr. O? This could be like, oh gosh, you know, where is Carmen Sandiego?
Please stop that.
He heard me. He's on his way.
Well, I'm dreadfully sorry, but I can't find it.
Well, I don't know what you want to do about
I
it.
feel we've lost the momentum of the reading.
Make an
So
executive decision. Do you want to start the reading
I
again?
want to start the reading again, and I want to grab a new deck.
Well, okay. We're sorry, Libra. Those are sort of nice cards, but we really feel we need to start the reading again because of this little snafu.
I just found it.
What? Oh, never mind. He has found the booklet.
But what did I do with the rest of the cards? This is so crazy. I still
He's
feel...
found the booklet and he's lost the deck.
Oh, wait, that was the third. That was the third card.
He's got
Okay.
it. You are so silly.
I dreadfully, well, I just apologize. I'm really sorry because I almost feel like I've lost the flow of the reading too. And it's this, I have to explain this a little bit better too because it's this particular tarot is a little bit new agey or ceremonial, and so it's taken several cards that have traditional other identities and it's given them new ones. Let me see if I can get to that. Art.
Which one is it?
It's number 12. So that is temperance, isn't it? Oh dear. We're supposed to be experts here. It is. It's not suspension. It's not destiny. Those are other names. It's not fortune.
Go on.
Anyways. Okay, so with that in mind, and I thought it was, I mean, that's what I said at first. So those are the three cards.
Is that the Hanged Man?
No.
Oh, okay.
That one's called suspension,
Okay.
which I just mentioned.
Gotcha.
Okay, so
Proceed.
did you want to go at all? Have you collected any thoughts here?
Yeah,
'Cause
why
I'm
don't
still
you take a
little bit-
breath,
Yeah.
and let me go ahead. So what is Spirit trying to tell you, Libra Cust? So basically, with the Nine of Wands upright, I think they're trying to tell you, you know what? You got to be better prepared. You got to be prepared for things that are coming your way. You're kind of easily, according to this, the Two of Pentacles reversed is kind of showing me that maybe they're saying you're being easily thrown off balance here, and you have to focus your attention on being better prepared.
Well, it's interesting that you say that about the Two of Pentacles reversed because, of course, if art is temperance and temperance is reversed,
Yeah.
there is also another duality aspect that seems like there is a little bit of a imbalance. Maybe it's a slight inversion. I'm noticing, too, that on this card, although it says art, the meaning card, there's meanings on these cards, is verification, one word.
Oh, Violet Ann's here. Okay.
And so verification, that's kind of an odd call too, in a way, if you think about it, because what is the reverse of verification? The reverse of verification could very well be that we're going with a flow of what seems easier and not necessarily what we should do. We're just sort of letting unverified things happen. Being immoderate, which would be a more
Being
traditional
immoderate,
meaning
it means-
of temperance.
Right. So basically, I think it's balance issues Spirit wants you to work on, and also and moderation. You know, definitely finding that sweet spot. You know, I've said that a lot when I think of temperance, the sweet balance between, you know, work and pleasure, whatever it is that's just out of sorts here. And the Nine of Pentacles, you know, says that they feel you have it in you, within you to do this. I'm sorry, Nine of Wands. They feel you have this within you to do this. And we're going to throw the Lenormand and see what we can add to that.
So to sum it up, I guess, to try to pull myself a little bit more on track is, I guess what this is saying here is that there's a need or feeling that you have to have positioning to be there and know what you're doing, you know, expectation of what you're doing. But at the same time, you're having this feeling that there are some really pulling forces that are trying to make you look at it differently.
Hi, Alma. I've added you to the list. No problem. No sweat. We're sweating a little today. It's been hot. Okay, so you have the tree. And you have the dog. And I don't know why, you know, I'm going on a crazy tangent here with you, Libra. Basically, this is about what messages Spirit had for you. And I think, well, maybe not. I'm going to go two ways here, because one that I see initially is that, maybe Spirit is saying, be a friend to your body. In other words, treat your body with respect and, as a major partner with you. If your body is out of whack and out of kilter, then so is your life. The other thing, when I see the dog in the tree, I'm thinking that, maybe Spirit is telling you that there's messages through animal companions that might be coming to you. Well, that just popped into my head.
Well, I think to me that the tree is talking about family and or growth around the family, and I think that the dog is about loyalty or a friend, and so I'm thinking that this is saying that, it's okay to have differing values in your life, people who offer different strengths or offer different instincts. The dog is about instinct too, in a way, and that all of those things are vital for your growth. So maybe what this is saying is, don't be afraid to, I'm not saying you are, but I'm just saying don't be afraid to realize that there are a number of opportunities for your growth, and some of them might seem like there are ways you may have to find limitations for yourself, but somewhere in those limitations there may be some growth.
So apologies for the mix-up there, Libra. Sorry.
I'm sorry about that.
Apologies.
I still almost wonder if I should retire that deck, because some of those cards do throw me off to the point where it might make me doubt myself in the reading.
That's true. But, some decks do that, I know. But, as long as you have at least the booklet to see you're finding the right card, I think it'll work out.
It's true.
But, hey, so that's what we have for you, Libra. And, yeah, I see what you wrote there. That sounds like some balance issues to me. Going on right there. Holy cow. Well, you hang in there. And all right, I'm going to go over the list again since we got some other people that came in. We've got K Dash is next. And then Irish Capricorn, Merwin, Acel, Gina, Mary Grace, Angel Rivera, Rebecca, Violet Ann, and Alma, who is Laura. Hey there, Alma.
I got to remember that. And I had a little
accident.
Not a wardrobe malfunction.
Oh no!
More like my tarot deck, the one that I guess I just said, "Oh, I don't like you for this reading," so it decided to flop on the floor. Like, I'll show you. I didn't mean that, but I am going to use a different deck for the next
holistic reading, if possible. So, is this like for health, Kay? Health and well-being?
Yeah, holistics could be that. You're welcome, Libra. Holistics, what?
I don't know why I picked the shadow deck, but that's the one I'm using. It's okay, either way. I think we'll get a good reading out of this. Well, let's see what we get for you. Here you go, Mr. O. Have you breathed?
Yeah, I think I'm better.
Right.
And now he decides to move away.
Of course. Well, he's going to knock that camera over one way or another, isn't he? It wouldn't be a live stream without one camera going down.
What's he doing there?
He's playing with the cords, which I don't like. Sonny. Hey, hey, hey.
So I don't think anybody has noticed if we're dropping any frames. It looks like we're stabilizing, but because we had up to about nearly 20% earlier, it's taken a while to get back down to...
I have no idea what he's smelling.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's very weird.
Our cat is just doing the weirdest thing right now.
It's one of those things. We should have him on video, but that's okay. All right.
And
of course,
he snagged the cord, so therefore...
We knew that had to happen. All right, well, we've got some things to talk about here, Kay. We have the King of Pentacles, and it is upright. The Six of Wands is reversed.
Thanks for the feedback, Violet Ann.
And the Queen of Pentacles is reversed. It's really interesting to me, Kay, because you want a holistic health reading, and we got the Pentacles here, which are earth-based, and kind of health cards in a way. We have the Six of Wands here, which I feel like maybe you feel you've been having some setbacks lately. The Six of Wands is kind of the victory card reversed. So I'm thinking that maybe you feel like health-wise you have suffered some minor setbacks in some area and you're looking to right them again. And here we have, in a way, a balance issue going on right here with the King of Pentacles upright and the Queen of Pentacles reversed.
So it may be that you should also be listening to anybody else who is giving advice, because you may be getting some contrary opinions, some differing opinions, one that may be more holistic and one that may be more regular medicine. And you may want to listen to both and just decide. But I also think that Six of Wands reverse seems to show that this is a time right now for you clearly to think about more of that focus, your health. So it may be also a good time for you to, if money is any of an issue, make sure you're using it wisely, because I'm just wondering if maybe there are treatments involved, one way or the other, whether it's holistic therapy or not, that you'll have to, make sure you can afford.
That's an interesting point, Mr. O. I sense here that maybe there is a healer or a helper who can advise you, but I have a feeling that it's going to take a little bit of a drain on your finances or your pocketbook in order to investigate this. That might be a possibility here too, which is maybe why we've got the Six of Wands reversed. It's kind of a setback in a way.
And I wonder if some of this may help if there is someone you can reach out to. Like, I'm thinking there may be a friend maybe somebody who knows a nurse or who is a nurse, or knows somebody who approaches that from a more holistic point of view, who might have some information or might be able to provide resources for you. Because I'm getting the feeling like there's another person maybe you haven't connected with yet, but somebody who maybe knows somebody who knows somebody who's in your network who may have some ideas about holistics too. So look for that possibility as well.
Yeah, I'm sensing the Queen is
Hi,
you.
Patton.
Yeah, Patton, how good to see you. I'm sensing, Kay, the Queen is you, and you're trying to right some things. You're trying to get some things in order. It's been hard. So, and there have been some setbacks, but I do feel there is some good, solid advice or possible help for you out there.
Yeah.
And looking here, well, we have the heart, which is interesting because I don't know that you're thinking in terms of a heart issue, and a letter. And so what I'm thinking is that, there may be a letter that could bring you a lot of relief, a sense of joy, maybe somebody who is offering support in some way to you. That, it may not have to be a physical letter. It could be an email. It could be a chat. It's some type of communication. And it will be something that either brings you joy or gives you some support, in the area of your health.
Well, a moment ago I said something about maybe there's somebody you can reach out to. Maybe it's somebody in your network, a friend of a friend, that kind of thing. But I also think too that maybe within your network there is somebody else that maybe you should reach out to at this time. I don't know if they're a relative by blood or any other means, but somebody you should maybe reach out to and see if they could provide some comfort too for you. Okay, thanks, Patton. Good luck.
Yep. Okay, Patton. We'll see you next time. I was typing that while he was talking. So, that's what we have for you. I hope that helps, K-Dash.
Do you have your own background in medicine or holistics or therapy? Because I sort of get the feeling like you have some of this information too. And so it's really also a little bit of maybe trusting yourself or having some of that information vetted by somebody similar to yourself who knows that kind of thing too.
Okay, so we have next Irish Capricorn, Merwin, Acel, Gina, Mary Grace, Angel Rivera, Rebecca, Violet Ann, Alma, and Patton's gone. He said he has internet problems on his end. I hope it was his end and not ours, but it sounds like everybody else is having no problems, so.
No, we have been doing pretty steady,
Good.
and so our overall balance has looks good.
All right.
You're welcome.
You're welcome, Kay. Hey, Irish Capricorn, you are up. And then Merwin, Acel, Gina, Mary Grace, Angel Rivera, Rebecca, Violet Ann, Alma. Trying to think if I have anything else to say.
Well, you will have another of your programs.
I will.
On Sunday, the Material Matters.
I should get out of Soul Stories, really, really. I'm itching to get this one out. It's my one major ghost story I had in my life. I mean, I've seen a few things here and there since, but this story was from my childhood, and it is kind of scary.
Okay, we have a general overall life for Irish. General overall life.
Okay.
How do you want to do that?
A life reading. Just what's going on in life? Well, just
Okay.
3 cards. 3 cards is your life. At least for now.
We'll see. If we're tempted to probe further, we may.
And with our anniversary coming up, I don't know, there might be some giveaways of readings, bigger readings, so stay tuned. I'm making my wish list for August of special things I want to do.
It's our anniversary.
And I'll let him know at the last minute.
So make us work harder for you.
Yes, yes.
Because we love it.
Because we're crazy like that.
Alrighty, go ahead and shuffle.
Well, all right then.
Oh, thank you, Irish. You're very sweet to say that. Thank you, Violet Ann.
Thank you all.
Uh-oh, got a little flame dropping there. What's going on?
Uh-oh. Yeah, I see that. Is it a lot?
It just stopped.
Well, because I noticed that I was freezing up a little bit here.
Yeah, it just happened again, so I don't know what's going on.
Wonder if it's just the internet. Maybe some days it's just the internet. Patton's alluding to having some problems, so who knows?
Okay, Irish. So we have
Okay.
the 8 of Swords upright. Crocodile guy there. And then we have the Empress. I love that one. And Empress is upright. And then we have the 8 of Coins, and that's reversed. What does this mean? Well,
I see, don't
2
you?
8s.
2
2
8s.
framing the Empress.
Oh, 8 is an interesting number for me today, isn't it?
Oh, do you want to mention briefly why?
I woke up, sometime in the early morning hours, got up, and I heard in my head the number 8. Somebody said 8. And it was a voice in my head. The voice is in your head. And I remember just saying to myself, well, what is that supposed to mean? So I sent out a silly little Twitter poll about it today. And I've seen that number several times today in different unusual ways. So I just know that 8 means something to me right now. It's a good number. If you got to pick a number, it's a great number.
8s tend to be kind of more about financial things.
And resources. And power.
In and of themselves, the 8 is kind of like an infinity loop, so it shows up on the Magician, things like that. I think it's interesting that they kind of framed the Empress card, because I'm just going to say that...
there's a point here, I think. Now, this is a life reading, so what do you want to say?
Well, I think that within your life, you have the capacity or the ability to be highly creative or to really make a lot of things happen, but that has to be tempered by these forces on the side here. One of them is the Eight of Swords, which says that sometimes you're going to feel like there's a lot of limitations in your life, or you feel like you don't exactly have the ability to see where you go. That may not necessarily be truthful. It may be that you desire guidance or assistance, but really you need to have a little more confidence in your own abilities. Do you want to step in yet?
Well, do you want to go ahead with the last one and then
Sure.
I'll go ahead?
But then the reversed Eight of Coins might seem to indicate that also a part of your life has a duality where maybe sometimes you really want to be much more structured on your spiritual growth, but then sometimes reality kind of creeps in and says, no, you have to really work with establishing the physical parameters of your life too, taking care of your situations and what your business is. The key is using your creative abilities to figure out how to navigate that.
Okay, so, I sense, like he said, there's this great capacity for creativity and you have a lot of creative potential about you. But, it's what inhibits you from doing more? These are some of the questions that maybe you have to ask yourself. Why are you holding yourself back? And maybe you know what I'm talking about here, maybe you don't. But the Eight of Swords is kind of like you have the keys to release yourself from whatever this is that's inhibiting you. It's about you. It's really not about anything else. It's how you're managing it. And maybe sometimes it's because you feel you're not up to the work involved in this. You just feel that maybe you don't have, you doubt yourself. You doubt your skills and your talents and abilities. And maybe that is the inhibitor here that you need to consider. And, sometimes, I do my own writing. We are our own worst critics. So, you have to always fight that inner critic and beat it down a little bit there, because that could be your greatest stumbling block to success. Because right here with the Empress, I see a lot of potential.
Right. You are a creator, one way or the other.
So let's see what we could add to that. Yeah, we all suffer from that, I see. I'm my own worst enemy, in that regard. And then I wonder later, when I see things have gone really well or have been received well, why was I holding off doing this for so long? What stopped me? Me. That's what stopped me. Self-doubt.
When I get around to doing a couple of soul stories, Banshee's, soul story series, I will have to talk about what some of those stepping steps for myself were, because I feel that way often about myself too. We all have to figure out what it is we want to do and how we can best do it. And sometimes we do have to make choices. What you got?
Well, I've got the Lilies card. And I've got the Stork. And so the Stork is about new projects or changes. It could be change of residence. But, in this case, and if I applied it to this reading here, I would say the changes are in attitude, Develop more of a youthful, innocent, childlike view of wonder about yourself and what you're capable of. I think that will really help a lot, open you up more creatively. Take a more childlike look at things and look at things through an eyes of a child who's willing to take risks, and put themselves out there.
I like what Banshee says, because I sort of feel too that in a way the Eight of Coins, no matter which way it turns, sort of represents in a way a hide and seek analogy. Like maybe you have to go seek something, or maybe you're hiding from something. So maybe this idea of innocence and looking at life like it's a game. And so the game is, what is it time to do? Is it time to seek, or is it time to hide? Is it time to believe in yourself? Maybe some of the things that hold you back are just a belief change that needs to happen. Get out of that fantasy.
I do think change is afoot, but it's up to you. Change isn't going to happen without your support and you opening that door, Irish. But I think that it is going to come, and, it's how you handle that change. If you open yourself up like, with the wonder of childlike eyes, I think it's going to work really well for you.
All right.
That's what we have for you, Irish. I hope that helps.
And thank you for the question.
That was a very good question. Hey, Merwin, you are up. And after Merwin is Acel, and then Gina, Mary Grace, Angel Rivera, Rebecca, Violet Ann, Alma, and that's it for now. I don't think anybody else has snuck in.
Today was a real trying day for me today because I really needed to take care of some business connected to my retirement. I'm literally like in that 30 days post-retirement, and there are certain things you have to do, especially when you're at the age. And I've been sweating some of this because, quite frankly...
Yeah, it's crazy. No matter how much you prepare for retirement, there's so much paperwork and stuff involved. So
I'm no dummy, but I just can't seem to understand things.
It's like, yeah, it is mind-boggling. And you'd like to think at this point in somebody's life that things would be a little bit easier and not like you have to be a rocket scientist or a financial genius to figure out what your next moves are.
All right, let's move on to Merwin.
Okay, Merwin. Oh, what a bummer.
That is sad. I'm sorry about that.
I thought it might be, but let's ask the question about Social Security. Well, thank you, Merwin. And it is our live stream anniversary, of course, we're talking about. Our big wedding anniversary comes on his birthday in November.
Oh, but it's not really the big one, unless we're pretending we're
not
Jack
yet.
Benny. 39th.
39th. No, it's not the big one. But hey, wait a minute. Okay, no, it's not for that either. Are we going to be on 44 years knowing each other?
Well, if we're going strictly with matrimony, it's 39, right?
What about we met when?
I like the Jack
we
Benny.
met in 76, so it's going to be 2001. Okay, never mind.
2001.
Or 2021.
We could play Rush or something, right? That was 2112. I'm always thinking of a scheme here, or a theme. Theme. Hi, Jihadi Jeff.
All right, let me cut.
And we have a new
We're
one in
going
the
to do
chat
a
room.
yes-no for this one, I think,
Okay.
first. Let's do that. Jihadi, welcome. I will put you on the list, Jihadi, and I will go over the list in a minute. So it's about whether she should apply for Social Security. Okay. Is that cups? Pentacles. Got it. Sorry. I don't want to mess up your count, Mr. O. Okay.
Maybe yes.
Maybe yes, but there is some caveats. It's not going to be the best of financial conditions for you. You do have the two aces here, but the card in the middle is reversed. It's the Six of Pentacles reversed, which is Sacred Circles in this deck. And I think, so what it's saying is, it's not going to be easy to manage, but it does sound like it is the best option at this time. And I'm thinking, when you look at something like this, when you're on Social Security, you do have options. You could find part-time work. You could fill in some gaps that you need to. It at least gives you a steady income, for a while. And, I think there's options. It's like Mr. O. He will possibly be looking for part-time work somewhere along the way.
I will. Because we're not getting rich off of this, probably. Not rich.
Well, we're not trying to. I think that, if we do set up our tarot business, it's going to be a nice little cushion for us, but it's not going to be like what we're going to be like living on. So
I get the feeling like you're going to be looking for income from other sources besides that.
Yes.
This could mean other jobs. This could mean other situations where maybe people will employ you or create a situation. I don't want to go too much into monetary, although sacred circles is like Pentacles and should be talking about money, but it could also be talking about other exchange systems too, or other ways of making investments even. So you may be looking at needing to do that.
Well, just jump right in, son man. Get
Look at
over
him,
here.
just the way he is.
Lay down. Lay down. Come on, get out of the camera view with your butt. Sorry. Okay, so the first card I drew for you, Merwin, was this Maze card here, which we'll talk about in just a minute, because following that, you have the Star. So let's just say that this is a very confusing time right now, obviously. The confusion will clear, and things will, and hope will return. Your confidence will be restored. Things will come back. But the thing is, right now, you have to work your way through the confusing times as they stand. But it looks like you're going to successfully navigate that. Have anything to add?
Well, the Star, to me, in any fortune-telling oracle, tarot cards, whatever, always seems to indicate inspiration and good luck. And it seems to me like it's going to be like what she says, some sort of networking, more likely social media, but networking, that's all it is these days, I think, is social media of a sort, will provide the answer. And I'm thinking, too, that just, I don't know if there's some other obvious metaphor with that reverse 6 of sacred circles there, but it does seem to me like you will have some ability to find other streams of revenue or income. So you will have to look for them. You will have to look for them. But that's what that's about.
That's what we have right now, Merwin, and I wish you the best.
Absolutely.
And hey, we're always here for you. Don't forget that.
Thank you very much.
Okay, so I know we have a few more people who have come in the room. We have, after Jihadi was MC Simp, and then whose name is Jeff, and then we also have Pip. Yeah, absolutely, take your time, Don't rush into anything, and hey, if you got your own cards, do your own div on this as well and see what you come up with. And by all means, consult with us when you need to. And Acel, are you with us? Acel, you are up. And then we have Gina, Mary Grace, Angel Rivera, Rebecca, Violet Ann, Alma, Jihadi, McSimp, and Pip. Thanks for all joining the show. Please like our page. Please subscribe if you want, because you'll be notified when we go live each time, and early, and be sure to be up front on the list.
Right, some people have definitely gotten the handle of that, and that's pretty cool. And yeah, we do stream twice a week live. Who knows, maybe in the future something else may happen. But there's our schedule there. We're Eastern Standard Time being here over in the US of A. So you're free to join us when we're on there. You can also view the live streams after the fact if you ever wish. We have a lot of other interesting content, we believe, on our YouTube channel. For example, Soul Stories, which are some very interesting things that the Banshee or myself in the future will do.
It says a set. I meant a cell, but of course spell check. Being what it is. Acel, are you with us? I'm going to give you a final call. If you're not here when we call your name, we do end up putting you on the bottom of the list. So we'll just give Acel a couple more moments.
Merwin, we're really inspired by most of the people that we've gotten to know really well, whether we know them on Twitter or other social media or through the YouTube here. So we're just all one big sea of mutual impressiveness.
Tarot family.
Yes, absolutely. So don't forget to watch Banshee this weekend on Sunday morning around 10 o'clock.
Did I actually have over 40 views for my last one? I am really impressed.
If you have to keep gloating about it, yes, you did.
I was not gloating. I was just stating fact. Anyway, okay, I think Acel has left us, and I'm sorry about that. We're going to put Acel at the bottom just in case they come back.
Hey, boy.
And we are going to move on with Gina. Gina,
Hi,
you are
Gina.
up. Oh, are you taking off, MC?
Bye, MC.
Take care. Come back and join us again.
Thanks for dropping in.
Okay.
I
Well, let's
recommend
do 3 cards.
rusted knife, twist hard, apply salt or vinegar afterwards.
What is he saying?
Twist the knife.
Why would you want to twist the knife?
That's what they want, right?
No,
Well, they want to stay away.
not necessarily.
They wanted
Gina's
it-
the one who stayed away.
I'm a Scorpio. What can I say?
Yeah, this is a problem here, Scorpio. No scorpionic comments allowed.
Well, if you think they've learned their lesson, I don't know.
Let's see what we got for you, Gina.
The Sun Man.
Thank you, Merwin. Appreciate
Merwin.
that. Sunman is passed out here.
I have no idea why.
All right, here you go. Shuffle. We'll use the Cyril Marchetti deck for you, Gina.
He's just watching me here.
Well, let's see what the cards say on this. I hope you're not worried that you have caused that depression.
But it seemed to me like you felt you had to do that.
Yeah, you felt you needed to do what you did.
Have some space there.
Oh, this is going to be very interesting. Oh, my goodness. Well, there's a number of things going on here. Look at this. We have the 9 of Pentacles upright. We have the 8 of Swords reversed. We have the Ace of Cups reversed. You know, I am going to have to say maybe your intuition on this is on target because of the Ace of Cups reversed. I could see the Ace of Cups reversed speaking about depression and sorrow and sadness. And here, you know, could this be you, Gina, the person who's staying away? You know, this is somebody who is definitely on their own right now anyway, could be in retreat. Maybe this is the person you're speaking of. But right here with the with the 8 of Swords reversed, it's almost as if somebody needs to break free. Somebody needs to break out. In other words, does this mean you need to end your retreat from that person? What do you say, Mr. O?
Well, are you saying that the reversed Ace of Cups suggests
The
other
person is
person's sad or
depressed.
depression?
Yes.
This suggests Gina perhaps sort of standing tall or residing in the moment of what the separation is doing, empowering herself, whatever, however you want to look at that. This could or could not represent the best course for the future. This just could be indicating that maybe they themselves will move on in some form,
Yeah.
or it could be suggesting that maybe
Well, somebody is going to make a move here.
somebody's going to change something.
I personally think it could be you. You know, you might end up breaking down because you are concerned about this person's well-being. Hey, Jenna.
Hi, Jenna. Yes, here he is. He's been so bad tonight all over.
I want to look at your question again to see if I need to do something. I guess what I think I want to do with this in mind is let's just do a really, really quick yes/no.
Okay, you want to do with that deck again?
Yeah. We're going to see if you should stay, if you should reach out. I'm going to ask the question if you should reach out, Gina, and see what we get. I definitely think I sense some depression is going on. I don't know if they're severely depressed. Maybe that 8 of Swords card is them trying to break their depression. It's possible.
Being a Scorpio, I already have a feeling about what's going to happen here, but I'm not going to say it until
Well,
after
let's
I
see
the
what this
cards.
says. Shuffle.
Yeah,
and
you should be able to be on the list, Jenna.
Yeah, we've got you on the list, Jenna. No worries. We should have time, I think. We'll see.
We have the time. We don't know if we have the room because Sonny is literally sprawled out all over the set.
He has taken over. Oh, my goodness. Let's see what we get.
You're welcome. Thank you, Pip. I'll remember that when we get to you on the list because I don't think we're going to look that up right now. Thank you for enjoying watching. This is a very colorful deck that you're using, Banshee. It has very pretty colors.
Well, Gina, it's leaning towards you not it leans towards you not reaching out, actually.
And this is what my scorpionic sense told me to
We
say.
have the Six of Pentacles, and that is upright.
Do they understand you to be the other half?
We have the Moon upright. Okay.
I'm sorry to bother you there.
Okay, MC. Thanks for telling us that. I appreciate that.
Thank you,
Okay,
MC.
Daniel.
Appreciate
Thank
that.
you. Gina, well, it's saying no. It looks as though to me you've been somebody who's been very giving in this situation with the Six of Pentacles upright. I feel like you've given a lot of yourself already, and maybe it is time to stay back until you get some information you need from them. In other words, maybe it's the Moon. Maybe if you need to, you need to wait for them to reach out to you is what it's looking like to me here.
It may just be that you are inclined to keep what you're doing a little bit more hidden from him. Like maybe you just don't want to be incredibly obvious to that person. And that in general, most of the other things Banshee is saying is correct, that you've looked at yourself as being as giving as possible. It's the Cancerian part of you, of course.
I hear the Moon. Ah. Okay.
Don't go there.
Where is Angel Mary on my list?
They should be next-ish too, I believe.
I think you're really close, Angel Mary. I don't see you on the list. What did I do wrong here? We will put you in.
I believe they are after, or maybe they were even before.
Yeah,
so
I think you're really close. I don't know. Okay, I thought I had everybody on the list, but I did not. After a cell? Then we will put you next,
So
Angel Mary. Hang in there. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
We had a lot of disruption in the beginning. I might add. All right, let me see what I get here, Gina, if there's any other clues. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, that's correct, Angel. We're sorry about that.
So we have the Man card here. And we have the Child.
It's almost too easy of a metaphor.
I don't know. Is this person acting a little bit childlike or childish? A little immature? It's possible what this also means is that, they're going through some cycle right now where they really need to take a harder look at themselves and do a little bit of growing.
It could just mean, too, that the nature of many past lives presents challenges for each soul to learn different kinds of lessons. And so sometimes you may have the exact same relationship, husband and wife, lovers, that kind of thing. Or sometimes one of you may be the parent of the other and have extreme responsibilities for the other, or vice versa, or other things. For example, Banshee and I have had some past life regressions, and it seems like there's a number of past lives where we end up being siblings of each other, sometimes the same gender, sometimes mixed genders. But we almost always seem to have that kind of sibling kind of thing going on in a number of our lives. So
Explains a lot.
it does. And if you tell Mom...
So Gina, I hope that helped. It's a little bit obtuse, but I think for now you need to stay the course. You know, you would think they would reach out to you. I'm hoping they're going to, but I can't say right now. I just think you're right in doing what you're doing right now. Even though it's hard, because I know you're sensing something is off. So hang in there.
Maybe because the way the moon comes up, give it at least one more moon cycle. I know we've just passed the new moon, so maybe wait till the next new moon, which will be a little less than a month, and then just that would be an appropriate time to reconsider your actions. Or at least the next phase of the moon in about 2 weeks.
Yeah, okay, you were after a cell. I don't know what happened there, but that's okay.
We kind of went through that, so we're going to
So Angel
throw
Mary,
it in right now.
you are up, and Mary Grace, you'll be right after, then Angel Rivera, Rebecca, Violet Ann, Alma.
And we apologize for that.
Jihadi.
We're a little bit off.
And then I have Pip, and
Pip is just watching.
Jenna. Oh, Pip is just watching. That's right. Okay. Okay, then. So let me get that right. All right. And Jenna, you are at the bottom of the list, but we'll get to you. Frames are dropping again, huh? Uh-oh.
Just a little. It's under 4%, so it's been holding at about that.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe there's just some very bad internet stuff going on tonight. I don't know. All right, Angel Mary, is your future spouse living abroad? And when will you meet? Okay. So let's do a yes-no on if they're living abroad, and then let's see if we can do something on when they'll meet.
Okay, so for the yes-no, I will take a chance on using the Navigator.
Oh, no, but we can tell the aces in that deck,
we
I
can at
hope.
least tell the aces. And for some reason, the cards don't want to pick up. There we go.
They're trying to tell you something.
Maybe they're trying to tell you something.
I don't know. Oh, look at the sun, man.
Okay. If I didn't know better, I'd say it feels like Mercury retrograde today for some reason.
All right, Mary Grace, we'll get to you right after we finish with Angel Mary.
There you go.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for the anniversary. Wishes? We're excited. We made it a year doing this. Who would have thought?
Hi, Graham. This is our mascot,
Oh, hi, Graham.
Sunny. He's one of 3 cats. He's the one who comes on our stream the most.
Oh.
Yeah, he's pretty zonked out. If I didn't know better, I'd say that maybe he got into some sweet stuff.
Oh.
No, we would never do that.
You're so bad. What is with you today?
It could have been a double entendre.
So am I cutting and
Yes.
you're picking
Does
up?
that mean that
Am
I
I
now
counting?
have to be quiet?
Yeah, please.
He is the cutest little kitty. Yes, he is. Aw.
Okay. I know I threw 2 there. Well. So basically, do they live abroad? There's a possibility that they do. It seems like we might have covered this question before. It seems familiar. But now I'm seeing there's a possibility that they do. We have the 4 of Pentacles up right here. And then we have 2 aces. What do you say about the 4 of Pentacles upright in this question?
Well, it sounds to me like that if the basic answer is yes, the 4 of Pentacles may indicate that the person is very happy, very comfortable, very much in their environment. They like being there. I'm not going to say they're trapped there, because we're all trapped a little bit right now.
If they might indicate that they own property there,
Maybe.
if they don't live there. I mean, it's something about some material concerns overseas for sure. So either they work abroad or they own property abroad.
Something keeps them there.
Something keeps them there. Yeah, traveling.
They're not as likely to move necessarily, or not easily.
And when will you meet? Well, let's see. Let's throw 3 and see if we can get some kind of time frame, huh?
I'm sorry to hear that, Graham.
Aww.
Ours mostly never get outside, so we're hoping that will never happen. Anybody who's new, stepped in and is watching or getting a reading, Gina's right. Give us the, what am I doing?
Thumbs up. You're shuffling.
Hit the like button, please. And if you subscribe and ask for notifications, you'll know when we'll next be on.
We're trying to find a time frame when they will meet.
No biscuits tonight.
Oh man, you know,
She's
I
mad
have
at me
been.
because I've already polished off one bag.
He polished off. I'm watching these bags because he is not fair, not fair, and so I've been holding mine. So I've been very good, but I'm about to break down real soon. So the 3 of Pentacles, the Queen of Cups, and the Emperor. I am not getting a clear version of time here, but I do think, are these 2 the slower ones in the...
Pentacles definitely are. Cups could be more like seasons. So it could be
anywhere from...
within a year to a couple of years.
I was going to say within 1 to 3 years.
Yeah.
By the looks of it.
It doesn't look...
It doesn't look super soon.
A part of it, though, I guess, is that combining this with that last card with the heavy monetary or prosperity aspect, that I feel this person really has a lot of things that would kind of keep them there, that they're a business person, or they
and we have the Emperor here,
they
too.
have major, that's what I mean, they have major interest in whatever they're doing, so they're not very likely to be met where you're at. You are going to meet them where they're at, is what I'm thinking most likely.
Yeah.
1 to 3 years.
And just because you meet them doesn't mean that you connect immediately. I mean, this might be somebody that just comes into your social circle and you meet them. But maybe the fireworks doesn't even start then. I guess we'll have to tackle that question another time. But let me throw a couple of Lenormand for you and see what we get there.
Well, it could be less than 3. It could be 1.5.
Too late. Oh, no. 1 year is not that long. Let's see what we have here.
Well,
this is interesting because this is the ring, and that is a very good card. And then we have the rope. Now, this could be a bad thing if you were in a relationship. I would say that something is going to suddenly break off that relationship. You're not in a relationship with this person yet. So what I think this is indicating to me is that when it happens, it's just going to be like, it's going to happen like that. I mean, so maybe when you do meet this person, you are going to click right away.
I think that that's what Banshee says is correct, but I also think, too, there's this idea maybe that right now it's not going to be the time to meet them because maybe they're still tying up other business. I don't know that it's another relationship, like they're getting divorced or anything like that. I don't think it's that.
I hadn't thought of that.
But I think that they have other business that they're tying up, and so that when you meet them will probably be when they are best suited for looking at doing other things, because maybe they're just finally getting over some of the business stuff that they had to deal with. So I hope that's all it is, and I hope that works out for you then.
Well, and I hope it's sooner than later, But I just know that the Pentacles, and you had a few, like even in your first reading you had the one. So I can't help but wonder if it's still a little ways off. But like I said, next year could be pivotal. Possibly, what is the season for the Pentacles? Is that winter?
It's more like winter.
Yeah, see, it might take through next year winter when things might be opening up.
So
and let's face it, with everything going on here and, internationally with the virus, although it's worse in the States here than anywhere else right now, well, there's a few hot spots in the world. But, that may play into this as well. There's just so many things going on right now that are difficult, in getting people connected. So it's not an easy environment right now either, Angel. We kind of have to take that into account, unfortunately. And that's what we have for you. Sorry I don't have better news. Mary Grace, you are up.
And we did have Mary Grace's question.
Yeah, we do have your question. And then Angel Rivera, Rebecca, Violet Ann, Laura, Jahadi.
And thank you for the anniversary wishes, Mary Grace.
And
thank you.
Graham, you're just watching, right? You didn't want a reading, I think.
Graham hasn't said that yet.
Okay, did you want a reading? I will add you to the bottom of the list.
You're welcome, Angel.
Jenna, we are nowhere near you yet. So hang in there.
So we're doing Mary Grace now, and the question is whether or not they'll be married this year.
Okay. Do you want
so
me to...
I'm going to use a Sacred Tarot, Sacred Circles, Ancestral Path.
Will you go? I'm going to get
we'll
out my animal cards for the next one.
All right. Thank you, Graham. Of course, we can add you if you wish.
All right. Thanks.
And for those who don't know, we're going to brag right now and just say that we're like really old people, and we've been reading for a combined over 90 or maybe even 100 years. Or
I wish he wouldn't say that. Now I feel like I'm like...
We've been reading for about 50 years each, or nearly. So therefore, when you add them up, sorry, Banshee.
You don't have to go there, Mr. O.
Oh, that's okay, Graham.
All right. So the question, I got to look at that again just to be sure.
Will they be married this year?
That's right.
Yes or no?
Well, I'm not sure it's going to be this year. It's leaning towards no. You've got some fairly decent cards here. You have the Hierophant reversed. And you have the High Priestess upright. And so basically, the Hierophant reversed kind of indicates that this year, things are going to be not going in a conventional way for you. Things are going to be a little bit unusual and extraordinary. Your relationship with this person, if you have met this person, if you know who this is going to be, or even if you don't, if you meet somebody this year, it seems like the relationship is going to be rather unconventional. So it's not going to lead to necessarily marriage right now. It seems as though it's telling you too to trust your instincts and trust your gut about the people that you meet. If something feels right, it feels right. Something does not feel right, let it go. Don't try to make something work because you want to be in a relationship. If it really doesn't feel right, let it go.
Was that one upright?
Yes.
Yes, I feel that if there is this unusual intrapersonal relationship that may not be the kind of relationship you're looking at, but it might be a strong relationship because it may give you a different view of the world than you have right now, that maybe you're going to learn things from this person, but it's not going to be learning about how you love them and how you're creating a life together. You may learn things that you'll be applying to other lessons in your life.
I think this is indicating to me that, Mary, you are going to meet some not this year, and you're going to meet some unusual, unconventional people that I think you will learn a lot from, like he said.
It looks like you're really going to be on a training or learning trip.
A learning experience, and that's okay.
It can always lead to just other relationships that will be fun or pleasurable for you.
That can better prepare you for the relationship that you truly are looking for. Oh, hey, Sanjib.
Hi, Sanjib. Okay, so Mary Grace, we're going to pull 2 more cards, the Lenormand, and see if it gives us anything else there. Oh.
Well.
Interesting.
It is. I feel like right now what it's saying is that for now, possibly this next year, since that's what the reading was about, you're more successful keeping things as they are right now, and making sure your own life is stable and secure and that you are in a good place before you get involved in a relationship. The anchor's kind of saying, that things are kind of staying where they are right now.
I agree with that, with what Banshee's saying, but I also think, too, that this moon sort of takes me towards the High Priestess.
Yeah.
And so it's saying, like, what's going on this year is more eye-opening to you about things you just need to know about. And it might not be vast, esoteric knowledge, but it seems to be something important for you to know. Maybe it's something that will help you in your quest to have the relationship you're looking for. Maybe it'll help you in some other quests that you're not even realizing yet, like advancing your skills for a career or for a change in career or something like that. But you're doing some big learning kind of stuff this year. You're going to have opportunities to learn.
And that's what we have for you, Mary Grace. I know that may not have been exactly what you were hoping to hear.
No, I think Mary Grace
it's
has
not
a good
bad
attitude.
reading. It is not a bad reading.
I think you got a good attitude. All right.
Okay. And that is a good attitude. I see that there.
How long is the list?
It's getting there. So, Angel Rivera, you are up. And then Rebecca, Violet Ann, Alma, Jahadi, Asel, Jenna, and Sanjib. It's not that bad, really, because I'm not sure Asel is back.
Asel may not be back. Yeah, we'll see.
So we'll see how it goes.
All right. So, all we have to do is get through another 42 minutes.
Hey, Angel.
Hi,
you are
Angel.
up.
Are you there?
I hope you're still with us.
So, there's like about 5-6 readers or questions in front of you.
Look at Sonny. He is passed out on camera.
Somebody has said that maybe I gave him catnip. Was that Mary Grace? I don't remember.
Really? Oh, okay, great, Angel. Well, thanks for listening. We enjoy you being here. Okay.
Oh, thank you. That's sweet. Thank you.
Hey, Rebecca, you are up. Are you still with us?
I like it when people just want to watch.
Hey, yeah. I don't know what to say. I didn't know I was that watchable, really, but okay.
We're happy to have you guys watching us.
Yeah, just, isn't it great to watch? Isn't it serene to watch a sleeping cat? It really is.
The other day, it was just this morning, I think we were talking about how we had cards that mirrored each other. We had a card one day, and then that evening you had a very similar take on the same card, I think it was, right?
I forget.
Wasn't it the moon?
Oh, gosh, no, it wasn't that. I forget. Was it the... I'm not sure. But anyway, I always look for synchronicities out there in the Twitterverse with our readings.
All right, we have Rebecca's question.
I will get it to you.
And,
all right, Rebecca.
I'm anxious.
Smack.
I must have eaten too much of that chocolate bark. No, I didn't.
If it's not chocolate bark, what is it, Mr. O? He likes dots. You remember dots candy? Those little gummy things?
That stick all over.
That stick all over teeth?
Dentures, bridges.
Not for me.
I want to be buried in a big box of dots. That's gross.
Well, Rebecca, I've got the Emperor reversed. I have the Six of Cups reversed. And I have the Fool reversed. And so really right now, I'm not seeing who's coming at you in love. I think it's going to be kind of a slow process right now. I think, God, I hate to be like the other reading, but I'm sensing here that, maybe some wounds, I don't know if you've just recently maybe had a breakup or some breakup from the past is maybe still heavily on your mind, because I sense that there's some negative, at least, issues from the past that need to be resolved in some way before you can move constructively forward here. What do you think?
And I'm wondering if it was just really kind of like maybe not really a big relationship, like maybe it was just a shorter relationship, but it really left an unsettled feeling because maybe the person was pushy, arrogant, bossy, demanding, not a good, friend.
What I kind of see, and I'm kind of concerned about this, when I see the Fool reversed, I'm thinking that there might be, something that you think, there might be somebody coming towards you that looks really promising or you want to connect with, but they're not going to turn into a person you'll really want to deal with, because they're going to be very controlling. They're just dominating. Maybe they're just possessive. I just don't see a good start here with a positive relationship at this time.
Well, I think it's kind of like what Banshee says too, because that's why I said what I did a minute ago, because I think this card, that reverse 6, is kind of pulling me towards the idea that some of this is about things in the past that are not exactly letting you be open towards who's coming to you. It's not that it's a blockage necessarily, but maybe there's just something there you still have to process being comfortable or something like that. Or maybe it just creates the aura that you just need to really go slower in certain respects. The Fool says that sometimes maybe you don't always trust yourself, so maybe there's a tendency for you to want to trust other people, and you really have to watch that, because it could possibly be not okay to do that sometimes. So make sure you're trusting people when you decide to trust them.
Well, and this might be a time where, again, you have to focus on the on your own behavior, how much you want to risk for a relationship at this time, and are you truly ready? Are you truly ready for it?
Right. I mean, this does not disinclude the idea that maybe something will come along. What it's really talking about more is some of the issues within yourself.
This is so funny. I read this as the Emperor. It's the Empress. I know.
Oh, Banshee.
It's really bad. So, but I do feel what this is telling me and what this is magnifying for me, now that I'm seeing this with the Fool in a different light, but in a similar light, is that right now, I think this is more a time to focus on yourself, and that, you're not able to put your best foot forward out there until some other issues relating to past are put to bed.
So let's do that Lenormand. We do a Lenormand.
Can't believe I did that. I think the Emperor card looks fairly similar.
Yeah, it does. The Browns.
Oh, look what he did.
Thanks,
Did you see that?
Yeah.
He deliberately batted that down.
Well, he was stretching and his arms
I
caught.
thought that was kind of
camera leg.
deliberate.
Yeah, it was deliberate. Who, me?
So I have the rope here. And I have the bouquet. And this is a really kind of bizarre combination to get together. I'm kind of thinking that you're going to get something out of the blue. It's going to come suddenly because that's a positive card following this negative card. Basically, this is saying that something, is going to come to you that's going to be a surprise. And it's going to be very positive. It's actually going to uplift your mood and spirit a little bit. I can't say this is a relationship or person. I think this is personally to you, though. There's going to be some gift or some praise or something coming your way that's really going to bolster your self-esteem, which is positive in this case. It's going to help out.
Remember in the other part of the reading, I alluded to that maybe there was something not really of consequence, not like a big affair or a big relationship, that maybe the other person was a jerk. And I'm thinking like maybe they might make an overture is what that is. So it's a surprise to you, but it doesn't necessarily mean that it changes anything. It's just a surprise. And maybe you'll have normal, situation friends with that person. It doesn't necessarily mean you have to do anything you don't want to do.
So, what I'm thinking, there may be something and it's not going to work out. It's like a false start with relationships, but ultimately you may gain something out of the experience that will better prepare you for, a future relationship.
Agreed.
I just not seen a lot of good stuff in love tonight for people, so you are not alone here. Let me just say that right off the get-go. And I think it's just a product of the times we're in right now. It's very difficult right now on people who are seeking connections.
Woohoo.
So that's what we have, Rebecca. I hope you come back. Try again, and good luck. Good luck with that. Hey, Violet Ann, you are up.
Hi, Violet Ann.
Hi, Violet Ann. It's good to see you. And then there's Alma, Jihadi, and Jenna, and Sanjib.
I think Jihadi's just reading, but we can ask again
when
we get there, yeah. Or watching, I'm sorry.
Okay.
So, Violet Ann, if you're here still, and it was nice to run into you the other day, 2 days ago? Over at one of our... can I spell it? If I didn't spell it right, I'm sorry if you're still there.
We try.
Look at this guy.
So expect some new videos soon on topical things like the coronavirus. I hesitate to even try to go and do the election and politics right now in the U.S. because everything is so divided. And even if we try to be objective, it may still rub people the wrong way. I may secretly do a reading and date stamp it so that, once the election's over, we can see if we were right.
I don't think Violet Ann's here, and I'm not sure if this
last
is the next
call
person.
for Violet Ann.
I guess I was wrong about that.
Okay, Violet Ann is not here, so I'm going to move on to, actually, who is next on the list is Alma. What?
Laura.
Yeah, Alma. And then Jihadi. So, Jihadi, you've got one more person in front of you, and we'll get to you. So, Alma wants a general love. And we see your question, Jihadi, so we'll get to you right after.
A general message.
Oh, a general message. God, I love a general message, not a general love message.
It's okay, Banshee. It's okay.
I'm losing it now. I worked all day.
Right. And I
Mr.
remember...
Retiree.
And I remember those breaks, and I remember...
What? What breaks?
Oh, I guess I shouldn't
I
even
did
say
have
it.
to go to the dentist this morning. That was a problem. So I did have to do that. All right. Let's see what we get. Oh, for crying out loud. Well, it's not all bad. I will say that. But we started with the Ten of Swords. I never like to see that card. And then we have the Queen of Cups reversed. And then we have the Chariot. Hey, Divine You, welcome. So, basically, Alma, the Ten of Swords reversed feels like, you've had something happen, or, there's something that's going to happen that is kind of a blow. It's kind of a blow that's going to make you feel emotionally unstable in some way, insecure, disappointed, and maybe even downright angry. The Queen of Swords, or the Queen of Cups, I'm sorry, is very emotional, and, certainly will hold nothing back when she's reversed.
Well, it's like a body shock of some sort. I don't think it's like really physically harmful, but it like feels like it's a big thing.
Right. I think it's just going to hurt. It's going to hurt you.
I think you'll see that there is, something that goes on beyond that. It's just like, whoa, it's a setback, or it's a delay, or it's a like, wasn't expecting that. So, it could be like a major amount of money that you have to spend that you really can't, but you're going to have to, that kind of thing. Something like that could be there too. And then with the Queen of Cups, yeah, I guess it's really...
I think they're connected.
I think they are too. I think it really is just an emotional shock more than a physical shock.
Yeah.
Although it has a little bit of that resonance of like, wow, it really hurts. Like it's shock to the system.
But you know what? The good news is have no fear. The Chariot is here. And so what that means to me is that there's going to be some movement away from this in a more positive direction. You're going to be able to come out of this stronger and more victorious in some ways.
Just because I always say these things, I would say just, if watch out for car things too. I don't know that I want to say that this says it's any one thing, but cars' health and or drivers' health, things are really crazy out there. So just be careful.
Well, and I do want to say, whatever, that which knocks us down oftentimes only makes us stronger. So, it's like you can bounce back from this blow and move in a positive direction is what it looks like to me right now. But take into account what he says. I can see that.
I see the car metaphor, but I also should really say that, of course, the metaphor about how it inspires you to do something too. The will, the drive, the ambition,
To rise above this.
These are the two things here. Is something really crushes you, but at the same time, it's also saying like, as God is my witness, channel
Gone with the Wind.
Channel your Gone with the Wind, person.
All right, let's see what we have here. All right,
There's
well,
that,
yeah,
oh,
see?
that key.
Okay, I've got the key. And I've got the snake. So I don't know, this hurt that might be coming to you seems to me that it might be more of like I know he was talking about something physical here, like a car or whatever. To me, it seems to now sound like it might be some sort of deception that you're going to uncover. Has somebody been lying to you? Has somebody not been telling you the truth? And, that might hurt when you find that out.
Buying a car or a major thing where maybe something could end up being, not quite right. If you're doing anything like that too, I would say just make sure you check all the nooks and crannies.
All the fine details.
If there's a deception going on, maybe it's pertaining to something like that. Maybe if it's not a vehicle per se, maybe it's something about movement, taking an opportunity that moves you somewhere. Maybe there's some hidden things there.
So I think the message of the Lenormand here is to uncover the key is to uncover the truth, and to make sure that you're getting all the facts. Because if not, that could be what is leading to that.
My goodness, it sounds like, what's her name on Days of Our Lives?
Sounds like a soap opera. In a way.
Well,
but that's what we have for you, Alma. I'm sorry. Again, it's not better news. Our cards are being rather uncooperative today.
They're just a little bit on their own frenzy.
They're cranky. It just might be picking up energy going on around us right now. So that's what we have for you, Alma. And hey, Jihadi, I saw you had a question, so we
Yes.
will get to you right now. Do you have someone coming towards you in love soon? Do you want to throw 3, or what do you want to do with that?
We'll do the 3.
Yeah, let's do
our
that.
Nefertari again.
Okay. After Jihadi, we had a cell, but I don't think a cell came back. And then we had Jenna, and we had Sanjib. And Divine You, are you interested in a reading tonight? We might be able to squeeze you in, I think, because we only have, after Jihadi.
You're welcome, Laura.
You're welcome, Laura. 1, 2, 3, 4. We only have 4 in front of you, Divine You, so we could do it.
And that's for Jihadi. Whoops.
Whoop, what are you doing?
Oh, he is very thirsty.
Where are you going now, Mr. O? He has left me again.
No, I could never leave you.
Oh, did you hear that? That's so sweet. Say that louder.
I could never leave you.
What was that?
Don't cry for me, Argentina.
He said he could never leave me.
No matter how much money you cost me.
In buying tarot decks and stuff.
It's almost as if I wasn't gone at all. For no one saw me being gone. When you control the camera,
All right, am I cutting? I am.
you are.
I'll pick up. Just because the cat.
Yes.
All right, let's see what we got. Oh, you know, didn't that just come up in another love reading here? This is crazy, and this is a different
So did
deck.
that.
And yeah, so what the heck? But this is upright. All right, so we have, the first card I pulled is the Fool reversed. And then I have the 4 of Pentacles, and that one is also reversed. And then we have the 6 of Pentacles upright. Well, okay. If something is coming to you, I would say, Jihadi, it's not going to happen real soon. It might be delay. Maybe by the winter. If it's not the winter this year, I hate to say it, but it might be the winter next year. But it might be by winter. And I'm sensing here that, you know, it seems like right now is a time with a lot of false starts where maybe you think something is going to happen or develop and it doesn't.
I think that maybe sometimes you find within yourself that you are attracted to the wrong kind of person, somebody that maybe doesn't always work out for you, but there's something that attracts you to them, but then maybe down the road you realize they're trouble.
Right. This is something you might want to take a risk on, and the risk is maybe not worth it. I think that's what the Fool reversed would be saying.
Or the other thing is that it's the kind of person that maybe in the past you've ended up taking on some of their problems too. That you tend to maybe take somebody else's responsibilities, and you're not necessarily guilty for really dealing with those.
So the 4 of Pentacles reversed, this is really making me think about this in combination with the Fool. Because I almost feel the 4 of Pentacles reversed is indicating a release of something. And so could this be, in my mind, is that, you know, there may be some start to a relationship that you're invariably going to let go of. I feel you're going to let it go. It's not going to be something that you will feel good about. And it seems to me that the key here, too, is to be mindful, you know, and make sure that in whatever relationship that you're getting involved in, that there is an equal give and take going on here. You know, it's not just you giving of yourself till it hurts, and the other person is just taking. Make sure there's an equal exchange, you know, a mutuality in this relationship. You need to strive for that.
Right, that's what I'm thinking too, is that maybe in the past you've been kind of used to having a different kind of differential in terms of the power or the balance of the relationship, and maybe you've assumed or taken advantage of that, or have just taken it for granted that you
Take it
think
for granted, I
that
think, is
all your relationships may be like that. But that card to me is telling us that you might have to dig a little deeper and maybe understand, other people's feelings a little bit more too, rather than just your own.
Let me run the Lenormand here and see what else we can add to this. See if anything can be clearer. The other thing that, if there is going to be a relationship that comes to you, I do feel this person is kind of risky in some way.
That could be too what we're getting, yeah.
The Fool is about risk, and when it's reversed, it's like...
Well, that's why I said that maybe they weren't right for you.
Yeah, exactly. This is a risk I think you're not going to want to take. So let's see here. So there is a trip, or the ship is about a trip or distance. And then I have the clouds. Now, the thing about the clouds is, Jihadi, is that... Okay, I pulled the ship first. The clouds have a dark and a light side, you will see here. So depending on how I pull the cards, it's either the dark or the light side, which is going to be facing the other card. And as you can see here, the way I pulled them, the dark side is facing the ship. So if you are planning a trip or some type of move of some sort, there is some negativity attached to this, like something is not going to go right. You're going to feel bad after going or doing this.
Well, I think this is about the relationship potential, too.
It could very well be that... go ahead.
Well, that I'm just wondering, too, that to me, that one is resonating to that Fool reverse and saying that maybe there's this idea here that the next person you're going to be drawn to could be a deceptive personality, or if they're not a deceptive personality, they're just not really a person that should be a good influence on you. They may just be a bad influence in some respects.
I feel like they're, with this ship, I feel like they're, this person, this risky person is somebody who moves around a lot. They may move from relationship to relationship, or it's just a possibility that they're not securely here. They're going to be moving on. That's
Alrighty.
The way I feel about it.
Well, you're welcome then. Thank you. I hope that did help.
Yeah, and I'm sorry again, we're not getting very good love readings today at all.
Our philosophy is always that tarot is a snapshot in time, and that we can't really predict with 100% accuracy because we've given you something to think about. You may be able to actually change the picture of what we told you, and that really is what any responsible tarot reader should say. You're very welcome, and I hope you come back again.
Okay, again it says a set, but I meant to say a cell. Are you back with us? Because if you're not, then it's Jenna's turn. So let's see if a cell is here. And I think we're going to fit everybody in. Awesome.
Even the Sun Man.
Even the Sun Man. Well, I'm going to try my Cyril Marchetti deck again. Gee, these decks today, they have not been really kind. But we're not going to mince words. We're not going to say something that is not here. So...
Oh, like I did earlier with that art card from my
Well, you
Navigator?
Just didn't know what that meant.
Well, I sort of thought it was temperance, but it was like, huh? What?
Oh, hey, Tammy. We'll see if we can fit you in. We're getting close to the end, but it's possible. We'll see.
So
Welcome.
we have waited for a cell.
He isn't. Okay, Asel is not here. So we're going to move on to Jenna. Hey, Jenna.
You still had Sanjib, right? Or did
Sanjib is on the list.
Okay, good.
Sanjib is right after Jenna.
Okay, good.
So
it's Jenna.
It's Jenna, Sanjib, Divine You, and then Tammy Bambi.
And I didn't drink enough fluids today. I'm very thirsty.
Well, I think it's the weather. It's very humid today.
Yeah. Jenna, are you back?
Jenna, you're going to lose your place.
Oh, Jenna. I know, you're making something to eat. Take
Type
it from
it
me,
in.
though. The cards are definitely a good reading today.
Are they?
Well, I'm just being silly like she is sometimes.
Well, if Jenna doesn't answer, we'll move on, and she might come in by the end of the stream.
Okay.
Give it one more second. All right. Okay, so Sanjib, you are up. I know you're here.
Do you?
Well, I think so.
I don't know anything.
Well, I wouldn't say that.
I don't know how to fill out certain forms that my HR department needs on time.
Nobody can understand these forms.
Sanjib, I'm going to type your name in. Are you doing it?
Done.
Double your pleasure.
Well, we might be getting to divine you if nobody else. Oh, there's Sanjib.
All right.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Okay, well, let's see what we get about your mom. We're
gonna use that
on
deck?
that. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you for the question.
Wishing your mom swift healing. Shuffle. Oh, well, thank you, Jihadi.
Good night. Maybe we'll see you again.
Yeah, feel free to subscribe and you'll know when we go live and you can get in earlier on the stream.
We are doing you now, Sanjib.
Yep. We've got you, Sanjib.
Oh. Well, the time alone.
I'm going to ask, I just want to ask, Sanjib, is there an issue with the heart by chance? I'm just going to ask. I'm going to start showing the cards while you answer that.
Thanks, Graham, too.
We have the Eight of Pentacles, and it is upright.
It's okay, DU.
We have the Three of Swords, and it is upright. And we have the Chariot, and it's reversed. Okay, I sense that regardless of whether this is a heart issue or not, I just felt it might be because of the Three of Swords here. You know, it's showing the heart being, you know, stabbed by these swords, which could mean heart surgery to me. But it also indicates to me there's a lot of sorrow or worry going on here.
It's a separation that causes pain.
And concern. And the Eight of Pentacles indicates to me, okay. The Eight of Pentacles to me indicates that there has been a lot of work that was done already, you know, to try to get healing going. I do sense there's still going to be some delays or some work that needs to be done with the Chariot reversed. Do you want to go into that more?
Are they talking any kind of mechanical interventions or mechanical things happening, like maybe replacing valves or doing procedures or things that may bring a certain level of technology into the picture, changing something in the body to give it a non-genetic part, you know, the various types of machinery
There are
that they have
different
now.
things, like there are things, for example, that if people have a heart flutter or whatever, their heart stops, there are things that can jolt it back. There are the heart valves. There are all kinds of different mechanical things that they do now. So that's what you're alluding
a feeling
to?
like maybe this is a serious condition, and that may be the kind of intervention they'll want to do, or that the kind of work they'll want to do.
I sense a seriousness here and worry, and that more work needs to be done, or it looks to me like they really are trying hard to heal. You know, including your mom here. I feel she, is fighting. She is fighting to heal. I see that strongly. Let me see what I get with the Lenormand. Well, the Chariot concerns me a little bit because it doesn't show much in the way of forward movement to me, but that just might be because right now more healing just needs to be done.
For me, the Chariot sometimes connotes an actual device, a device that transmissions things, takes people places, or moves blood through a heart or organs. But it could also talk too about just systems or processes that need to be in place. And so because of its aspect being reversed, it could be saying that maybe they are having a difficult time also figuring out what they can do to improve circulation, because it may be a circulatory issue, I'm wondering, with the Chariot there.
Well, I'm not going to mince words. This is a positive card, and I think it is. You've got two positive cards here, but I have to look at it too in relation to the question. And so what I will say with the Clover card, which is about luck, fate, and synchronicities, is that, there's a lot of positive energy trying to help her heal. But I do feel that her fate is dependent on the fish. The fish is about blood flow to me a little bit. It's about money and finances in a normal reading. But if I am looking at it in a reading about health, I might look at it in relation to things that are swimming and flowing in the body, like blood, and how freely it's flowing. And so I think that, a lot is going to depend on that issue.
Cerebellum, that's brain, right?
I think that's the brain, right?
Right, and maybe that's part of, I don't know, brain's process. The brain is the chariot of the body in a way. It's sort of like that mechanism. And I'm wondering too, like if maybe there's the autonomous actions in the brain that drive circulation, drive respiration, things like that these may be what are at issue here too, and that they really...
It's a good point, because, this could, because of the water, I think of, blood, but it could be airflow as well. I mean, it could be. But
well, I'm just thinking of body processes, what the brain's autonomic actions cover, how we breathe, how things happen automatically.
Prayer does not hurt. And, I would just say that there's going to be a lot of fate involved in what happens here. As well as the fact that it looks to me like, people have been really trying to work hard, including your mom, on the healing process. So it looks like there's still a process here, Sanjib. I can't give you an exact time at all, but I can tell you that it is still a work in progress. And, when I do see the Clover, I have to believe there is some hope here. So, pray, be with her. Make sure she knows she has support. And that's the best we can do right now, and let the doctors do their thing.
Good luck, yeah. It
and
seems
we wish
like it's
you
going
the
to be
best.
a year or more. Could be. Alrighty.
And that's what we have for you, Sanjib.
Thank you. Good luck.
Hey, Divine You, did you post a question? Or are you going to... Oh, I see it. What should you need to know? Why are you not healed yet? Okay. All right. What you need to know to move forward. Do you want to use yours?
Yeah, we'll do the navigator again.
Okay.
Because I have that handy dandy booklet nearby.
Okay, Divine You.
still doing a little bit, but it's okay.
So after Divine You is Tammy, and if Jenna's come back, she can get her reading. We're going to run into just a little overtime, but that is not a big deal. Hey,
drop?
Gina, catch those Z's. We'll see you soon.
Do you have a cough drop? Good night, Gina.
Have a good night.
I guess I'll have no choice because there's only one bag left for me.
All right.
I'm really coughing a lot.
Yeah, you are. So, we have the Eight of Swords upright. This has come up at least once today.
I have to go get something.
All right, we have the Ten of Pentacles, and it is upright as well. And then we have the Three of Pentacles, and it's reversed. Whoops, I bothered Sunny there, who is in the way as always. So we do have Pentacles here, which is interesting, which can also be, you know, your physical self, your body. The Eight of Swords. So what is Spirit trying to tell you here? You're wondering why things aren't moving forward, maybe. And, you know, Spirit is here to tell you that you hold the key to that, Divine You. The Eight of Swords indicates kind of an entrapment, but you can, you know, who's entrapping who? Is it you entrapping yourself? Maybe it's something, you know, that involved others, but you hold the key to your own release here. It's within you to be able to move forward again. And maybe this is also saying, you know, Spirit, I don't know if some of your ancestors, you know, the Ten of Pentacles sometimes is about family and ancestral connections. And so I'm wondering if some of your spirit guides on the ancestral level are trying to contact you and guide you in some way to try to break you free from this predicament, you know, this entrapment you feel. And the Three of Pentacles reversed indicates that, you know, Spirit is trying to get you to kick it up a notch. You know, they're trying to tell you, you gotta, you know, you've got to really start producing. You've got to make the change happen. You've got to initiate what's wrong, you know, the cure, I guess, to the problem.
I agree with most of what Banshee is saying. Yeah, I think there's something here that is ancestral driven, or at least from a generation or so ago. So in other words, somebody that you actually knew in this life. And I'm wondering if it's somebody, the kind of person that you always sort of wanted to respect them, but maybe they really pushed you harder, whether it was school or whether it was your jobs.
Are you talking about the Spirit?
Yes.
Message? Okay.
Right. That person maybe is that kind of person who's trying to communicate with you. And yet at the same time, I also feel too that what they're trying to say, and I don't know if you said this because I was in the other room.
Yeah.
They want you to know what your limitations are. They don't necessarily are telling you that you have to leave them, but they sort of want you to understand them. They're not saying accept them. They're not saying they're not changeable, but that maybe at this time you might have to accept some of them, and that some of that is because of this person who always wanted you to do the most.
Well, it's a little different from what I said, but you know, I do see what he's saying about limitations there. But again, I think Spirit is trying to tell you to release yourself from them, and that you are the only one who's going to be able to do that. If you're looking for, like, I don't know, somebody to come into your world and change your life, that's not going to happen. It's only going to happen through you.
Well, I sort of see more of a connection between these two
Okay.
than that.
Yeah, I know. I was kind of looking at these two together, maybe, but I really think this is the person that's trying to, the spirit guide that is trying to connect with you.
Well, I
so
think
actually, I feel these two are the ones. This is what I'm connecting.
Yeah, see, I think that this tells us that there's something there, but this has given me more the idea of what that is. And maybe it was somebody who was the father figure or the harsher teacher figure, that kind of person who's, like I said, wanted to drive you to be your best. But I don't know that you had a great relationship with that person.
Well, I do think it's you that's trapping you. I think it's, we've had a little bit of this tonight about the negative critic, who's a little bit too hard on themselves. And that, many of us fall into that trap. I think Spirit's just trying to say, you hold to the key to, you are either limiting yourself, like he said, you need to understand maybe, too, that there are some things that I have to accept in your life. And, once you accept them, you will be able to break those ties that are holding you back.
Okay.
I can see it from that perspective.
Sure. So let's try our Lenormand then.
Let's do.
Didn't we have this before?
We did. And so, as I try to get the card there's the child I picked, and there's, yes, thank you. Thank you so much. And there is the man card, and then we have the child card. And I think that, basically what Spirit might be trying to tell you is that there's a maturation process still going on here. You need to maybe, I'm just going to throw it out there, in some area of your life you need to grow up a little bit more, and you need to cast, in this case, some of the childish or childlike ideas aside and look at this through adult eyes. I think when I had this before, I read it the other way, but I'm not seeing it this time.
Yeah, well, this, I don't know. I'm not picking up a real steady vibe here in terms of that. I get the feeling like maybe it's, what did you really say here?
Well, what did I really say? I said that there's some growing up to do in some area of their life.
And see, because we were looking at the question as being something about some other advice from beyond, I sort of feel like maybe this is really the nature of where that's coming from.
Oh, no, I think that's what the message is from the divine.
Okay, and I'm sorry, I was distracted because I was dealing
Coughing
with our
or something.
chat room.
So basically, the other thing I would say, Divine You, is what this is saying too, what Spirit might be saying to you is don't be too hard on yourself. Take this step by step. Because a child is also about small moves forward. So what this is saying is it's a process. And if you're expecting, yourself to heal and to become whole overnight, it's not going to happen. It's a step-by-step process. That's what we have for you.
Okay.
And I'm going to pull this up, and it's Tammy Bambi's turn. Well, Chrissy, you just came in, and I don't think we have time for you tonight. I'm sorry. We are already into overtime, and we still have.
I already answered her.
Oh, you did? Sorry. So that's why you were in the chat. Okay. Hey, Divine You, our cards have not been really kind tonight anyway. So don't feel too bad about missing a reading tonight, Chrissy. It's been a little bit sad tonight, but sometimes that's just it. We go through periods.
Yeah, we had some interesting distractions earlier.
Hey, Tammy, are you still with us? I hope so. Go ahead and type your question. Can we do the Dark Woods? Let's do that one.
Sure.
You're welcome, Divine You. Okay. Well, that's a good one. Let's see. Yes, no?
Sure. I'm looking at him sitting here with this thing over his back.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Well,
I know.
normally he doesn't like that.
He has been problematic today, our cat. He laid so serenely for a while. And then, nothing but problems. There you go. Did you just drop all my cards?
I did. I tried not to, but they're so slippery that they just slipped away from me. I can do it if you want to let that go.
They are really far out there.
I still have more movement in here.
All right, sorry. This has been a night even for us, I have to say. Not our usual smooth show. Hey, sorry about that. We had a card spill. So we're going to shuffle again for Tammy. Please,
Please what?
I see my screen is behind her. I'm not coming back up.
It's not my problem.
There we are. Okay, I'm back up. Oh my gosh.
Should have done that. He can't be there when the camera's there.
Well, he is. Move the camera here for now by you. That might even be better. There. Well, I'd say yes. It's leaning towards yes, Tammy, that he will be back. I do have the Empress Reversed here. And so, is there a problem, Mr. O?
No, I didn't want the camera to be here, but you moved it there.
Well, move it where you want it.
I can't.
Well, do you want to move the cat? Because I've been told not to move the cat before. So at any rate, let's see what we've got. Sorry about that. The Empress Reverse kind of indicates to me that there may be some delays, or there just may be some issues. You know, I think that I'm not sure why your husband is away, but I would say that they're going to come back kind of exhausted and spent.
Well, it looks like it's most likely leaning towards yes.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
But so the Empress just shows that maybe, I don't know, there's sort of like maybe the sense that there's something that I guess they're missing you a lot. They really want to come back maybe. They're missing you.
That could be.
There's complicated emotions there with it. Maybe there's, is this like an attempt to get out early that maybe might have some unintended consequences for him? I'm just wondering. But I'm mostly thinking that it's leaning towards yes, of course.
Let's see what the Lenormand can add. Yeah, the Empress Reversed is an interesting card here. I feel that, you know, there's some just kind of exhaustion, I just feel. Aww. Sunny is such a great name for an orange cat. I have to say. And I've got cat hair on my cards. So we have the maze. And then we have the bridge. So I think that there's going to be, you know, an end to confusion. You know, that I think that there will be an arrival home. It just seems like it might be a little bit confusing exactly when, but that this will happen.
Right. I guess I just have this feeling like it's not necessarily the agreed upon thing, but that there's a reason why he needs to come home. I don't know why. I just sort of get this feeling like there's something motivating this return to be in August, and maybe it's some other family issues or something like that. But with those cards, I'm not really a Lenormand reader. Which was first?
The maze was first and this followed. So that's why I'm thinking, you know what? There's going to be something, there's going to be a connection. In other words, you guys are going to come, after a state of confusion, there's going to be a reconnect. I think it's going to happen, but there might be just some confusion as to timing, and maybe it's playing into the Empress card a little bit
Right,
here.
maybe there's just something sort of red tape-ish going on here.
Yeah. But it's going to happen.
Yeah, I think so.
It's going to happen.
You'll have to let us know.
You'll have to let us know. Absolutely, you will. And hey, everybody, I just want to apologize tonight for some of the craziness around here. And I can't apologize for the cards because the cards do what the cards do. We can never predict how well it's going to go. I just wish we had some better news for people tonight. Don't you?
I do, but I don't know what else to say.
I don't know what else to say other than that, but please come back.
Yeah, I apologize. I think that maybe some of the disruptions we had kind of put me off my game here a little bit too, so we'll just have to see.
He's gone for 7 years. Oh my goodness. I hope he comes back then.
Yeah.
I truly do. I mean, there seems to be some confusion and some stuff, but it seems more likely than not. So just let us know. I'll be curious to see. And that we're going to leave it at that, and we are done for today. I want to thank everybody for coming and putting up with us today in the craziness. And we will see you again Sunday from 2 to 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So take care, everybody, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.